Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Kiodiekin, and in today's video I am going to show you my setup for House of the Dead gaming. This is on 130 inches. We have a full surround gaming display. So sometimes I like to show off this type of setup because a lot of people believe there aren't a lot of games that can play in a surround gaming format, especially Lightgun games. There are individuals and groups that believe that you can only play on one monitor. However, that is not true. And if you actually change your PC settings, some of the games are able to play in a surround gaming format. Now, right now I have two monitors, but however, if I did have three going all the way across, you would be able to play on a 3-monitor setup. But I know this is pretty rare. A lot of people don't have two 65-inch TVs sitting in the same living room, or maybe two 75-inch TVs. But however, this is 130 inches of pure gaming fun. We do have a 7.1 surround sound system hooked up to it. So I thought I'd just show you guys a case what some of this stuff looks like. And yeah, it is possible to build a surround gaming arcade unit using monitors of these size. Now, a few years ago, I was quite tempted to build an X-Men 6-player arcade cabinet with 3 65-inch TVs. Yeah, boom, here, and then of course it would have been another one on the end. Never uploaded that video. It was very time consuming, but yes, it is possible. And of course, the TVs are right next to each other. These are two different brand models of Samsung 65-inch TVs. This one on the left is a 4K, and this one over here on the right is a standard 1080p. Now, I got these several years apart. The quality is a little different on each one of them because of how I currently have the setup. But again, I just wanted to show you guys that it is possible. There are things you can do for your home arcade system and get some additional fun out there. Now, also, I will say this, obviously my monitors are a little bit uneven because this one over here is a little shorter than the stand over here on the left. And then of course, this came with a standard, right now I'm actually showing it, I believe it's in a 4K dynamic setup. Again, this TV on the left is a Samsung 4K native. I mean, obviously I normally run it with 1080p, and then this one over here is normally a 1080p native, and that's usually what I have it set up. But again, it is possible. Just want to show you guys here how I have everything set up. And normally I thought it would have been in display, but it's not. They have the settings here, and I am using the House of the Dead version. This is the one on Steam. I got this day one. And so some games can do this, but however, I do have it set at 3080 40 by 1080. And there are a number of different settings in here that you can adjust this to. We don't have to mess with any one of these because this one is currently working. And I did, however, try Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in this particular format. However, there are some additional customizations that need to be made because it is not set for 4K or a 3080 40 by 1080 type setup. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get into some gameplay. And I hope you guys just enjoy the uniqueness of this because it is actually pretty fun to play on something this big. So let's go ahead and check it out.
Sophie?
Rogan.
Thank you. Reload. Reload.
Thank you.
Reload. Reload.
Thank you. That voice. Reload. Sophie, are you okay? I was so scared.
Sophie!
You must stop Kyrian, or else something terrible.
Sophie!
All right, thank you guys for watching. Now, again, just to kind of go over my specs, I am using, you know, your standard PC. I have a Ryzen 3700. But again, if your PC is able to do surround gaming, I'm also using a 3060 Ti. You could do this with a 2060 or 760. You could do this with pretty much any obviously capable video card of running surround gaming, and then of course making sure that it lines up with every type of spec that the game needs. But again, now I know some people may have questions about the bezel in the middle. Typically these TVs weren't made for surround gaming. They're TVs, so they do have a thicker bezel there in the middle for gaming. However, I can adjust that if I wanted to. And then also, even though the TV is slightly uneven from the one on the left, you can actually even it out. There are settings for that. In fact, let me go ahead and see if I can show you guys. This is all basic PC knowledge. Let's go ahead and escape. And let's go ahead and accept. All right, so I'm going to go to my video card settings. And we're going to go to Nvidia control panel. And then let's pull up the Nvidia settings. All right, so this is your Nvidia settings. Again, this is basic PC knowledge for you gamers out there. But again, just wanted to introduce this to a lot of retro gamers out there, because again, a lot of people do not believe that this is possible. All right, so you go to set up multiple displays. This is for surround gaming. And then of course you have surround spanning options. And so you go here to configure, and it should pop up. All right, so again, this is where I would adjust my bezels. So if I wanted to get rid of the bezels here, as you guys can see, I don't know if you guys can really see my mouse there. I know you can see it there on the left. In fact, let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see it. All right, so there's the mouse there. So if I wanted to adjust the bezels, all you have to do is go here to move them closer. So right now I'm at about 15, so that way they're right there. And then of course I can also adjust them if they're a little uneven. But really simple. This is basic PC knowledge 101 for video card setup and surround gaming. But yeah, a lot of people don't play in this format, but it is really, really fun. And I did not use a Lightgun today. They're all upstairs getting ready for a review. You guys are gonna pretty much love that one. But right now I just used a basic mouse. But yeah, this is really nice. You guys can hook this up to some type of arcade setup. But again, this is probably the largest setup you guys have probably seen here, not just probably on the channel, but in a while for that type of game with 130 inches. Loving fun. And again, really simple. Just go to your basic settings. You could do this with any type of AMD graphics card, Nvidia. Again, just make sure that you guys have the specs for it. So again, consider subscribing to the channel. Just wanted you guys to check out some of the future possibilities that you can do with your gaming. And if you aren't sure if something can run in surround gaming format, just try that. In fact, let's try Bang Bang Pew Pew. Let's see if that even loads in surround format. Now, as long as the options are there in the setting, they should load. Let's go ahead and back out. And of course, if you guys are looking for a light gun, there are a few recommended ones out there on the market. You have the Sending light gun, you have the AE, the Gun 4 IR, and several others as well. In fact, let me go ahead and, unfortunately, I'm going to have to log out of this. Let's turn this off. Let's go ahead and cancel. Close that out. That'll get that off the screen. Let's go ahead and try Bang Bang Pew Pew. Now, the reason why a lot of people can't run certain games with dual screen format, obviously the game has to kind of expand to 3080 by 40, with 3080/40 by 1080. So let's see if this game can do it here. Hopefully it can. All right. So the other option in some cases is you would have to expand it to put it in window mode, and then you can kind of drag it over. Sometimes that is an additional option for some games. However, this one doesn't look like it has that particular setting. But it is fun. Just wanted to try it out here, and hope you guys consider subscribing to the channel. Just wanted to show you some of the cool things that I play around with around here. I also watch movies like this every now and then because it is fun. The only difficult part about that is because it's not properly aligned, because obviously it has the widescreen format, so it's not going to sometimes the head will be cut off if I play a particular video, but if it's not if the display resolution isn't accurately correct. Now, the other thing I could do is get 2 additional 65-inch TVs and then stack them. So basically I would have a total of 4, and then that would display everything correctly like a one big centered TV. But I'm not sure if the resolution, what the actual aspect ratio of that is off the top of my head. But yeah, you can do that. Put 4 65-inch TVs or 4 75 inches or whatnot, stack them on top of one another, and then of course that would make your display the way that it needs to be. So again, guys, consider subscribing to the channel. I also have a fireworks channel, Kioboomdiekin, and also check out my hobby group. I would gladly appreciate the channel support, and you guys all have a great night. I will catch you later. Bye-bye.